in the silence of a cold and bitter sky. Every night I battled just to make it through alive. My hands were calloused from the pain I held too long, and every road I walked just felt so wrong. But I heard a whisper through the thunder in my bones, a voice that told me I was never quite alone. Love sent you through the storm like a fire in the rain. You broke through all the shadows, washed away my pain. When the wind tore through my soul and the night was deep and wide, you were the light that stayed and the truth that never lied. Oh, love sent you through the storm right on time. Didn't come with promises, just a look that held me still. Like you saw the cracks inside me, but you loved me even still. You laid your heart beside me like a shelter I could trust. Turned the ashes of my past back into dust. And in the roar of lightning, I felt your steady hand pull me from the wreckage, teach me how to stand. Love sent you through the storm like a fire in the rain. You broke through all the shadows, washed away my pain. When the wind tore through my soul and the night was deep and wide, you were the light that stayed and the truth that never lied. Oh, love sent you through the storm right on time in the rain. Didn't come with promises, just a look that held me still. Like you saw the cracks inside me, but you loved me even still. You laid your heart beside me like a shelter I could trust. Turned the ashes of my past back into dust. And in the roar of lightning, I felt your steady hand pull me from the wreckage, teach me how to stand. Love sent you through the storm like a thunder wrapped in grace. You found me in the wreckage and you never looked away. When the flood tried to drown me and the sky forgot my name, you stayed through every tremble and you loved me just the same. Oh, love sent you through the storm and I've never been the same. Now the sky don't scare me like it used to do, 'cause I've seen what love can carry. I've seen it come in you. Not every storm will break me, not every night will win. You taught me how to start again. And you, love, sent you through the storm, and now I'm whole again. And now love sent you through the storm, and I finally found my home. Beneath the rain, no light inside, just echoing pain. But somehow love and silence deep heard my cry when I couldn't speak. I was a man with nothing left to give, yet love reached out and taught me how to live. Didn't beg, didn't plead, didn't make a sound, but you came walking in when no one else was around. You're here because love believed in me when I was blind to what my heart could be. No map, no plan, just destiny, and a fate that pulled you across that sea. You're here cause love saw through the dark, lit the ashes, reignited my spark. Yeah, you're here with me, because love believed in who I could be. I spent years with the back turned to the sky, blaming fate while watching life passing by. But love don't wait on a perfect man, it just builds a bridge where no one can stand. I didn't earn your gentle eyes, or the way your soul made silence wise, but you held on through the mess I made. Turned my rusted heart into gold that stayed. 'cause love believed in me, not in the scars, but in what it could see. He saw a storm, but still chose the sea. Said, I'm not afraid of the broken in thee. You're here 'cause love don't count the cost. It finds the beauty in what was lost. Yeah, you're here, still next to me, because love believed where I couldn't see. Love just whispered, she always knew how. She saw the fire beneath your stone and knew someday you'd call her home. You're here 'cause love believed in me, through the doubt, through the misery. When I thought I'd always be alone, love sent you like a song to my bones. You're here not by luck or plea, but because love dreamed bigger than me. Yeah, you're here where you're meant to be, because love believed in me. I was drifting down a cold and lonely road, carving silence out of songs I used to know. Night was heavy, dreams had turned to dust, heart gone quiet, faith turned into rust. Then I heard a whisper in a pouring rain, soft and steady, calling out my name. Didn't know your face, but I knew the sound. Like love, it finally tracked me down. Love led you straight to me, through fire and mystery, through the storms I couldn't see. You were the light I didn't believe. I was lost in my own blues. Thought love had no use, but you broke right through the ache in me. Yeah, love led you straight to me. Didn't come with thunder, didn't come with pride, just a quiet heart and a steady light. You saw the scars I tried to hide, and stayed instead of saying goodbye. You didn't ask for more than I could give, you just gave enough to help me live. Now every shadow fades when you're near. Your love turns silence into a song I hear. Love led you straight to me, through fire and mystery, through the storms I couldn't see. You were the light I didn't believe. I was lost in my own blues. Thought love had no use, but you broke right through the ache in me. Yeah, love led you straight to me. Some say chance, but I know better than circumstance. It was something deep, something true, that pulled my soul straight into you. Love led you straight to me, across the miles of broken dreams, through the nights I didn't sleep. You found the parts I couldn't keep. You turned my blues to harmony, made peace with all that heart in me. Now I believe in destiny, 'cause love, yeah, love led you straight to me. Oh love, love led you straight to me. Through the rain, heart full of silence, so tangled in pain. Nothing but echoes down my lonesome hall. 1,000 nights with no one to call. I lit my last match just to see the flame. Still no warmth, no voice, just the same. Love was a word I barely believed, till the night your spirit rescued me. I was waiting, then you came, like a whisper through the blues, calling my name. You broke through the dark, through the ache and the shame. You gave my heart rhythm, you gave my life flame. I was waiting, baby, then you came. I played the blues on my old guitar, hoping for a sign, star after star. My strings were crying, tired and cold, but your touch turned them into gold. You didn't promise what you couldn't give. You just stood there and helped me live. No fireworks, no grand parade, just real love that softly stayed. I was waiting, then you came, like a whisper through the blues, calling my name. You broke through the dark, through the ache and the shame. You gave my heart rhythm, you gave my life flame. I was waiting, baby, then you came. And now when I sing, the notes don't fall, they rise like hope, they break down the walls. Every breath is a verse, every kiss is a line. You're the melody I was meant to find. I was waiting, then you came, like a whisper through the blues, calling my name. You broke through the dark, through the ache and the shame. You gave my heart rhythm, you gave my life flame. I was waiting, baby, then you came. Now I ain't searching through the night. You're the song, you're the fire, you're the light. Yeah, I was waiting, then you came. Through the night, you're the song, you're the fire, you're the light. Yeah, I was waiting, then you came. I was lost in the silence of a midnight rain, heart full of echoes, but never your name. The streets I wandered, cold and alone, looking for something that felt like home. I prayed in whispers no one could hear, talking to stars that never came near. But then like a sunrise in a broken sky, you walked in and I knew why. Heaven listened when none spoke. You cracked the dark like a lightning stroke. Every tear I cried, it paved the road to the arms I now get to hold. You're more than a dream, you're a miracle I woke. Yeah, heaven listened when love spoke. It didn't come with noise, no grand parade, just a soul so warm it lit my shade. You saw my scars like sacred art, and kissed the rust right off my heart. I used to think love was just a song, a pretty lie you hum when nights get long. But now you're here, and every line is true. This melody was made for me and you. Heaven listened when love spoke, like thunder rolling through hearts broke. Your voice found me through the smoke, said you're not too far, you're not too lost. Now I believe in the words I wrote, 'cause heaven listened when love spoke. I don't know how the stars aligned, or what I did to be worthy of your time, but when I held you I swear I heard the angels hush to hear your word. And all that pain I used to know just faded like the last snowfall. You're the proof that grace still flows, even to the broken, even to the small. Heaven listened when love spoke, it healed the cracks where I once broke. Now every breath I take feels new, 'cause I breathe with you beside me too. You're the reason I still hope. Yeah, I haven't listened when love spoke. So here we stand with nothing to prove, just two souls in a dance so smooth. I keep singing till my chords go broke, thankful forever that love spoke. Walking through the dark, lost and torn apart, whispers in the alley, in a cold, cold heart. Had a bottle full of silence and a better stone, thought I'd live forever with my sins alone. But then you came like Sunday morning light, soft as mercy, bold as fight. You didn't ask where I had been, you just smiled and let the healing in. You were brought by love, stayed by grace. You found the hurt I tried to erase. I was fading fast, like a worn-out flame, but your touch, your truth, they called my name. Brought by love, stayed by grace. You made my wrecked heart a sacred place. There were nights I tried to push you away, told you love don't last, just fades to gray. But you held on like a quiet prayer, like the blues held deep in southern air. I wore my guilt like a second skin, but you saw the man buried deep within. You didn't run from the pain I wore, you just built a home behind that door. You were brought by love, stayed by grace. You saw the truth time can't replace. I was broken glass on an empty floor, but you made me whole and so much more. Brought by love, stayed by grace. You kissed the wounds I was scared to face. Now the sky don't look so low, and the wind don't cut my soul. I'll walk with fire and a brand new name, 'cause your love, girl, it changed the game. You didn't come to fix or save, you just stood strong and showed me brave. And I swear on every song I play, I'll thank the stars you chose to stay. You were brought by love, stayed by grace. Turned my lonely into a holy space. I was running from what I could be, but you stayed long enough enough to set me free. Brought by love, stayed by grace, forever found in your embrace. Yeah, you were brought by love, and you stay by grace. Walking through the silence, just me and my heavy blues. Cold winds blowing through the alleys of the life I used to lose. Every heartbeat was a whisper in a world that felt so wrong, till your shadow crossed my lonely like the echo of a song. You didn't knock, you didn't warn me, didn't see you coming near, but your light broke through my darkness like the dawn that calms the fear. I was empty, I was drifting on a road that had no goal. Then you rose just like a river out of nowhere into my soul. Out of nowhere, you became my flame, burning through the doubt, through the hurt and shame. You didn't ask for much, just to see me whole. Now I'm standing in the fire, with your love deep in my soul. I had chains I didn't mention, scars I wore like second skin, but your voice became redemption, turning battlefields to win. You didn't try to fix me, you just saw me and stood tall, held me when the thunder came and caught me in the fall. Was it fate? Was it grace? Or the blues that drew you close? Was it written in the silence where the broken hearts compose? I don't care what name it carries, I just know it made me whole. You came out of nowhere, baby, right into my soul. Out of nowhere, like a midnight prayer, burning through and in the hurt, truth in the despair. Didn't promise heaven, just made me feel known. Now staying with the fire, with your love deep in my soul. Now the nights don't feel so endless, and the past don't weigh me down, 'cause your love became my anchor in this wild and wicked town. Yeah, the world keeps spinning crazy, but I finally found control, 'cause you came out of nowhere, baby, right into my soul. Out of nowhere, you became my flame, burning through the shadows, through the aching shame. You didn't ask for heaven, just to make me whole, and I'm forever yours, with your love deep in my soul. Sitting in silence, just me and the rain, a heart full of echoes and shadows of pain. Days roll like thunder, nights cold as stone, till love whispered softly, you're not alone. I didn't believe it, I'd given up the fight. Every road I walked just faded from the light. But then came a moment, so quiet, so true, when love said your name, and in walked you. You walked in when love called your name, like a flame in the dark, burning through the shame. I was lost in the silence, drowning in blame. But you walked in when love called your name. Your eyes told a story I'd known all my life, of promises broken and hearts cut by knives. Yet you smiled through the sorrow and reached for my hand, and I knew in that moment you'd help me stand. No thunder, no spotlight, no grand parade, just the sound of a soul that was finally saved. I didn't chase you, I couldn't even pray. Love had your number and it led you my way. You walked in when love called your name, turned ashes to color, turned fear into flame. You didn't ask questions, you weren't playing a game. You walked in when love called your name. Now we sit in the stillness, hearts beating slow. Two lives once shattered, now starting to grow. You were the answer I never dared claim, but you walked in when love called your name. Yeah, you walked in when love called your name, like morning light rising after years of rain. You pulled me from silence, you softened my pain. You walked in when love called your name. And I thank every shadow, every tear once cried, for leading me here with you by my side. I didn't know love, but I knew just the same, that you walk in when it called your name. I was sitting by the window, heart cold like January rain, watching all the years go by, carrying my silent pain. I never asked for angels, I never prayed too loud. Somehow love was listening through the silence and the doubt. You came like Sunday morning with a light I'd never seen, soft but undeniable, like a truth caught in between. And I didn't call your name, but you knew just what to do. You walked right through the shadows, like the door was meant for you. This is the door love opened for you, built from my scars, carved out of truth. It creaked and it cried, but it still let you through. This is the door love opened for you, and I swear I didn't know it was there till you walked into the room. There were ghosts in my hallway, past lovers never stayed, just echoes of promises, all quietly decay. But you moved like forgiveness, you spoke like a flame. You didn't try to fix me, you just whispered my name. Now I ain't the kind to dream wide awake, but with you every breath is a chance I take. This is the door love opened for you, painted with blues and midnight hues. I built it in pieces with hands that once shook. This is the door love opened for you, and somehow you know just how to love. It ain't gold, it ain't grand, but it's real and it stands. It's the kind of love that don't demand just a touch, just a hand, and the courage to understand. So walk with me, babe, through these halls of old, where stories were broken and silence took hold. Now the walls are humming with something brand new, because the door, it opened just for you. This is the door love opened for you, forged in the fire, made out of blues. No keys, no map, no rules to pursue. This is the door love opened for you, and now I know love was always leading me to you.
I was drifting like a shadow in the cold, carrying stories that were never told. Midnight blues and empty beds, whiskey dreams and things unsaid. But then you came with eyes so wide, like a sunrise breaking through my pride. And I didn't know that hearts could bend, till yours reached out and let me in. When love wrote our fate, it used no lies, just broken roads and healing skies. Every scar became a sacred sign that you were always meant to find. We were written in the rhythm of rain, carved in joy, baptized in pain. Two hearts met at heaven's gates when love wrote our fate. You didn't fix me, didn't try, you just stayed and heard my cry. In your silence, I found my song. In your hands, where I belong. You took the blues right from my chest, turned the lonely into rest. And I never knew that love could wait, but you stood still and changed my state. When love wrote our fate, it wrote it bold, in firelight and stories told. Every mile that led to here was worth the ache, was worth the fear. We were drawn with a tender line that only timeless hands could sign. No mistake, no twist, no hate, just truth when love wrote our fate. Na, na, na. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When love wrote our fate, it wrote it bold, in firelight and stories told. Every mile that led to hear was worth the ache, was worth the fear. We were drawn with a tender line that only timeless hands could sign. No mistake, no twist, no hate, just truth when love wrote our fate. Some call it chance, some call it time, but I call it something close to divine. 'Cause in this world of lost and found, you were the voice beneath the sound. When love wrote our fate, the pages turn. Through every fire, still we burn. Now here we stand with open hands. No need to fight, no need to plan. We're the song the angels hum, the place where broken hearts come from. You and me, it's never too late. When love wrote our fate. Yeah. Love didn't knock, it just walked right in.